Hi there, this is Joseph Gray with DR Metrics. I'm going to walk you through the mobile responsive version of AdSphere that will allow you to run our application on different mobile devices, iPhones, Android devices, iPads, small laptops. We're hoping that the user experience is going to be improved significantly when you do find yourself on the run in a mobile situation needing to get into AdSphere, and we're really excited to show you this new build. Now, first thing you'll notice when you log in is that the categories are shrunk here on the left-hand side so that they're not in your way as you're working. You can just click that little menu button here and you can open up the different categories or subcategories. And then when you're done making your selections, you can close that and have all of this nice viewing area here available. A lot of the primary tabs at the top of AdSphere that you're used to won't be there when you're on a smaller mobile device. Instead, we tuck them into this menu here that you can click. And here's your report section, the various, the ability to go into dark mode, or you can go into regular mode. We also added this really nice chat on and off feature. So as you know, when you're using smaller devices, that chat window that you use to communicate with DR Metrics can sometimes get in the way. So now we can just kind of toggle that off when we're on a smaller device and not have to worry about that. And we can turn it back on when we need it. I want to show you that you'll have to kind of click and scroll on these types of devices to get access to all the different columns. Just like in AdSphere, you can expand out and get into these nested submenus. And when you're in a nested submenu, you can also click and drag to the right. And this is where you can access your play buttons. So I think you'll find it to be pretty intuitive. Just a few UI changes here and there. For example, the filters, if you want to change the date range or any of these things, you just open up this primary filter drop down, click edit, and here you have all your controls just like you do in AdSphere. When you're done making your choices, just go ahead and click apply, and that'll all load in, and the filter section will conveniently go away. If you click over on advertiser rankings, again, you can open up any of these nested menus. You can click with your finger and drag over when appropriate, like when I get down here. Now, you can also change these views to portrait mode and have a completely different look, of course. Let me flip that back. Now you're in landscape mode, so the software will adjust depending on which of those modes that you're in. You'll find all your lists and your filters here in the drop down, and everything else pretty much that you're used to. When we get into the airing details screen, it's laid out a little differently. You'll be able to click and mouse over and see the information. And as you click and drag down, you'll be able to see the timeline here and use that per norm. And as you continue to scroll down, and this is in landscape mode, you'll have all of the individual networks, and you'll be able to get in and access that information as well. One thing you want to be careful of, just like in the real AdSphere on a browser, is to always use the blue back arrows instead of this arrow up here. Use our built-in navigation arrows. Again, here's your drop down for the primary filters. Just as before, you can edit, make changes, apply, shrink that back down, access the data as you would, and then click this to go back to the main system here. Advertiser pages, if you click on any of the links, will load up per norm. All that pretty much looks the same in a responsive environment. And you can use the primary filter to change the date range on the fly. So if I want to change this to a different date range, I can just go ahead and do that, click apply. And then when I'm all done, if I click that little blue back arrow again, that's the key to navigating back to the front section. So go ahead and play with the system, try it out on some new mobile devices. Please give us your feedback and let us know if you have any problems, if you find a device where AdSphere isn't working properly. I don't recommend it, but in a pinch, I've been able to use my iPhone. The screen shrinks down, and I have to do a lot of scrolling, but I think you'll find it pretty convenient if you're in a pinch and you want to get access to AdSphere information. Thanks for watching this video.